Hey friends, it's Jackeline here. In today's video, I'm bringing you my review and wear test on the brand new Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow Foundation. But before we get started, and if you're new here, I hope that you will consider and subscribe to my channel, ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. And now, if you want to see how this foundation wears on dry, sensitive skin over 40, then just keep on watching. I honestly completely forgot that I had placed an order with Chanel. Oh my goodness, really? Yes, I have been reviewing so much Chanel lately, and there has been so many new makeup releases. In fact, I purchased the new Natasha Denona Glam palette, and I don't know what's going on with Sephora. It says that it has shipped, but it's delayed for one day, and then the UPS, the tracking number doesn't show up. I call in Sephora, they don't give me any information. I mean, okay, big deal, right? Right there. Anyhow, you will see that review whenever the palette shows up. But anyhow, my package of Chanel arrived. I received a notification from FedEx in the morning, a text message. And I'm like, oh, what is it? What is it? I'm like, yes, Chanel, it is here. It showed up. I ordered the new, well, I shouldn't say the new. It is the reformulated Le Beige Healthy Glow Foundation. I have it right here. I don't know if I got the right shade though. Hopefully it is, but we're gonna try it. This is going to be a full day wear test that I'm super excited for. It comes with 1 fluid ounces or 30 mLs. The foundation is made in France and it comes in 35 shades. You heard me right, 35 shades, which makes me so happy. I actually, in fact, posted it on Instagram as soon as it became available online and show like how many shades it had. It was kind of hard to pick up a shade, let me tell you that, because I feel like most brands, they don't only need to show the shade on a white kind of, you know, piece of paper, whatever it is the case, but on actual models, on actual, you know, human beings, so that way you can really see the undertones. But oh well. So I chose the shade BD31. B stands for beige, D for doré, and there's also a rosé undertone. This foundation is supposed to give you hydration and long wear. As far as ingredients goes, it has as first ingredient water, then it has dimethicone, glycerin, and then if we go a little bit kind of like in the middle, it have it's called, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, is Limonensis alba, which is meadowthorn seed oil, and that is rich in vitamin E, so it will help with hydration, and it actually retains the hydration for up to 4 hours for what I heard of. Now, Chanel claims that the foundation will give you this hydration, moisturizing sensation for up to 12 hours. Another ingredient on this foundation is Kalonji Pinata leaf extract, and what I was reading, it is that this is kind of like a succulent that it grows in Madagascar. It's basically an anti-inflammatory, also antiseptic, but also helps with the hydration of the skin. This foundation also contains parfum that is very notorious in luxury brands, unfortunately, and this foundation also have caprylyl glycol, which is usually derived from palm or coconut. So it's something that you may wanna, you know, maybe do a patch test if you have an allergy to coconut. And then after that, I don't see any other ingredient that, you know, it can be like alert right here, any bad alcohol or anything like that. In fact, the ingredient list is very short. The foundation has a shelf life of 12 months. And let's just give it a go, open it up. So if you're not familiar with Chanel foundations, they have a wide range, but most of them, they are either matte, velvet, I mean, there's one, the Vita Lumiere, but honestly, I have tried before a sample, but I never kind of like got into that route of like, okay, I really want a Chanel foundation until I saw this one, the Healthy Glow Foundation. Because healthy and glow, yes, this is for me. So here's the bottle. It is glass. And the thing that differentiates from the older version of Le Beige to this one is actually the cap, which is now in a beige color with the black Chanel emblem. So here you go, this is it. Really nice. You have the shade at the bottom and then all the other details. And now this one comes in a nice pump, which I'm so happy. so happy for it. Okay, so let's see. Doesn't feel like it's liquidy. Usually, like for example, Vita Lumiere, the ones that they come in kind of like a plastic container, they are very, very liquidy and you kind of like have to shake them up really well. This one doesn't say anything about shaking it up. Let's go really quick to Chanel's website and read a little bit more about this foundation. It says right here that it's a light to medium coverage fluid foundation that lasts up to 12 hours and features a waveless texture and a radiant finish for a natural, healthy looking glow. Ooh, you're calling me. The composition: light reflecting pigments smooth and enhance the look of the skin with a subtle luminosity, while antioxidants help protect against pollution, free radicals, and blue light. Okay, this is a new thing, the blue light, right? Made of over 40% water, the long-wearing formula is enriched with moisturizing ingredients that hydrate skin immediately. I got you a little bit closer right here. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, for stopping by. To all of you, to all my subscribers and everyone that has tuned in on this video, I just want to mention again, if you're new here to my channel, I want you to know what's my skin like, my skin type and all that jazz. I do have dry skin, sensitive skin. I do have enlarged pores on these areas right here, right here, right here. I do have fine lines right here, right here, right here. I'm on my 4th floor and I do have a lot of freckles. My ideal foundation is one that it will give me between a light to medium coverage. That's why this one right here, you really caught my attention, and one that it will not emphasize, you know, those signs of aging, that it will give me more of like a nice radiance to my skin, that my skin will look more youthful more than anything, and that is not cakey. And another very important factor is I do live in California, very close by the beach area, in a not so dry weather, but not as humid as, say, you know, Florida or even New York. It gets really nice and warm in here. Today my area is gonna reach up to 77 degrees, so it's gonna be a nice warm weather, and that will let us see how the foundation reacts, you know, with the environment. Okay friends, stop talking right here, and now another quick close-up. Again, I'm not sure, it looks very light. Let me just squirt it out. Okay, the foundation, it's not super runny, it's liquid. As you can tell, it's kind of like going down my hand, but not too much. I mean, this is a nice consistency. Now I do have here, this is so far my favorite foundation of the year. It is a Tone 4 Shade and Illuminate Soft Radiance Foundation, and this is a perfect match for me, which is the shade 5.6. I will be leaving all the details of my makeup today on the description box below, along with the links for your convenience. So let me just show it to you. Okay, so this is a perfect match, and now let's go for this one. It's so light. So you see right here, this one is gonna blend with my skin so well. This one, I'm gonna need to warm up with a lot of bronzer. Okay friends, so when I do these type of reviews, I don't like to use primers for the most part, because I just don't want to help the foundation. I want to see the foundation, you know, just by itself, how it looks like. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a little bit of the Tatcha, the liquid silk canvas, on my pores area, but just on this side of my face, and this side right here on my face, I'm not gonna put absolutely anything. Right here, you know, I'm gonna leave my chin with no help, and then on my forehead, I'm just gonna go right here. Now the Tatcha silk canvas really doesn't help with longevity. It just helps to smooth, you know, those enlarged pores, and that's pretty much it. Okay, all right, this foundation may work for me during, yeah, maybe during winter, fall, but right now, okay. And here I have about half a pump. I'm gonna use a beauty blender to spread the foundation. And it does have a very pleasant scent. It's not super perfumey. It's more like a floral scent. but very light. Let's see if it lingers. Okay, here it is. It blends actually really well with my skin, and right now I have what I will say a light coverage. Let's build it up just a little. And let's see how it builds up. Let's apply just half a pump on this side because I'm gonna use a brush instead of a sponge. And I'm using my IT Cosmetics brush. Okay, right off the bat, I will tell you that I don't like the application with the brush. It just, because of the consistency on the foundation, it makes it look weird, like granular. I mean, it's not the foundation, it's just, it looks a lot better with a sponge. Let me get you closer so you can see. Okay, I'm gonna just apply a little bit more on this side. And I don't like to cover my freckles. I always say I like to just camouflage them. I'm gonna go with a sponge right here because honestly, I mean, it doesn't look good with a brush. And as a first impression right here, the foundation has a very subtle radiance. It's not glowy, like super glowy, and the radiance is very minimal. I mean, it's more, I would say this one is more like, as of right now, a natural type of finish with a subtle glow. That's what it's giving to me. Obviously, as the day progresses, we're gonna be seeing a little bit of a change because of the natural oils coming through, you know, the weather and the environment and all of that. I'm gonna complete doing my makeup. Perhaps I'm gonna show you the moment when I'm applying the bronzer, blush, and my concealer perhaps, so you can see how it's looking like, and then I would just go off my day. By the way, I'm not gonna set the foundation with a setting powder. I'm just gonna set my concealer area and that's it, because I wanna, again, make sure to see how the foundation reacts on my dry skin and move on from there. Alright friends, so here is the foundation after the makeup application. I haven't used any finishing powders. I also haven't used any highlighter. Whatever little sheen that you see is perhaps from the blush that I used today, but that's it. It's looking pretty lovely. I will say a light to medium coverage for sure. I can still see my freckles and it's not emphasizing anything as of right now. Let me tell you the time right now. It is 8 morning. 8:07 in the morning. I will go about my day and then let's see how the foundation lasts throughout the day. Okay friends, so just keep on watching. It's 1:48 in the afternoon right now and I want to jump in here and give you a quick check-in. Let me get you a little bit closer so you can take a look at this foundation. I think it looks pretty decent. I went ahead and ate my lunch. It has wrap off right here, so obviously it's not, I mean, I don't think it's waterproof. Sorry, should have put some lipstick on, but that's okay. At least you're able to see. So far it's wearing nicely. I haven't been much outside as of right now. Later on I'm gonna be going to my local Sephora. I think I want to pick up a little bit of that new line Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez, so perhaps I'm gonna be going there. I don't know, I will see. But anyhow, it's looking so far so good. It actually became a little bit more luminous throughout the day just because my skin oils right here, and it has wore off just a little bit right here. I have been doing some editing in the computer, so you can see a little bit of like wrap off right there. But so far so good. it's looking good, the foundation. Okay, my friends, I will give you another check-in and then to my final thoughts. So keep on watching. Okay, friends, so another check-in right here is about 4:45 in the afternoon. It is warm today. We're supposed to have a heat wave coming, so it's about 78 degrees right here, but it feels hotter than usual. So I'm gonna bring you closer. Don't get scared. I mean, the foundation is not emphasizing the fine lines. This is the area where I have my enlarged pores, and as you can tell, I mean, it's not emphasizing them. Yeah, it looks good. You can see peeking through, you know, my freckles. So I think it's losing just a dash, a little bit of coverage, becoming more into the light spectrum. As you can tell from, you know, sweat and whatnot, I have some foundation right here. You see right there, that's that right there. And then right here on the crevices of my nose, it seems, I mean, there's just a little bit there, but overall it's looking pretty good, I should say. Okay, friends, it is 8:34 and here to my final check-in after literally 12 hours of wear of this foundation. Okay, let me see, where did I put, sorry, I was looking for the mirror. Okay, let me just get you even a little bit closer. So here we go to my final thoughts. Honestly, the foundation after 12 hours of wear looks really beautiful. Okay, I do have dry skin, so I like the luminosity that now the foundation has. Like I said at the beginning, didn't have a lot of luminosity. It had a very subtle radiance. In fact, I was thinking, you know, this foundation is lacking of a little bit of like a moisturizing type of primer, because I didn't feel like that luminosity that I feel with this foundation right here. Okay, but as the day progressed, I'm thinking that, okay, let's think. Right now it's still summer. The day, it was a little bit on the hotter side, 78 degrees, but it felt actually hot. And I broke a sweat, so I know there's natural oils right here, but the foundation is still kind of in place. It has kind of like removed on this area of my cheek right here. You can see kind of like had piled up a little bit right here. I don't know if you see the accumulation of foundation right there. But then it doesn't emphasize my fine lines or my enlarged pores on this area right here where I didn't apply the Tatcha Silk Liquid Canvas Primer. It's not emphasizing it. I mean, I see though a little bit of settling into like these crevices right here of the nose on both sides, and I will have to say I use more than I usually use with other foundations. You saw me, I went with half a pump first and then I reapply a little bit more, so perhaps that's that. But I didn't, I mean, it's not that I piled up so much foundation. Overall, I really am, you know, I'm happily impressed with this foundation. I will say it also oxidized just a little bit, because as of right now, and again as the day has progressed, I don't see the big difference of shade when I applied it until now. You know what I mean? Like it actually oxidized it just a dash, but not in that orangey ugly way. No, it was just like maybe like half a shade more, which it actually made it perfect for me. It saved my day, because otherwise I would have looked very weird throughout the day. And overall, I like the foundation. And another thing to point out, it is that after so many hours of wearing it, the foundation feels as it is a moisturizer put in onto your face. That's the way it feels. It's not heavy, it's lightweight, it's not a heavy, you know, it's not like having a heavy moisturizer, but a lightweight moisturizer, something like that. I will say this foundation will work just fine for those who have dry skin, dry to normal skin. For those who have normal and oily, it will still work, but you will still need to powder if you're on that, you know, on that line of being oily. If you have oily skin, you will have to definitely, yeah, powder, because this is such a lightweight foundation that your oils would just come through. I mean, like if me, that I do have dry skin, it does this, I can only imagine for those who have oily skin. I will have to say though, when fall and winter comes, when it gets a little bit drier and cooler, perhaps I will find myself using a moisturizing primer before then, or a luminous type of primer, kind of like the Victoria Beckham one, something along those lines. And I know the question will be, will this new Le Beige Healthy Glow will replace the Shade and Illuminate Soft Radiance Foundation? No, this will still be my top one, but because this is just very perfecting, this is more like for your, you know, like date, night out type of foundation. I mean, like it's a gorgeous foundation. This over here, I even see it a little bit more like an everyday type of foundation, which I like it. I feel like I can use it every single day because of how comfortable it feels on the skin, lightweight. And then for me that I have dry skin, I feel that even more than hydrating, I feel the foundation, it feels even more on the moisturizing side. Okay, my friends, and I think this makes it for this video. I hope that you find it helpful, that you enjoyed it. I would love to read your comments down below. Are you planning to pick up this foundation? Have you picked it up? What shade you have got? Is it your right shade? How you're liking it? In which climate do you live? What type of skin do you have? Let's start the conversations, and that way we enrich the comment section below, and that way everybody can have a feedback about this foundation. I'm very grateful that you're here and while you're leaving that comment, and if you haven't done so yet, I hope that you will consider and subscribe to my channel, ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up, also share with family and friends, and until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye bye.